Go.
Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm glad to be here to make my second presentation about the businessman. And before my presentation, I have some questions to ask about you. Do you know the Forbes list? Do you have any idea of Forbes list? Forbes list is the list of the richest men in the world. And every year they have a new list in the Forbes. And do you know who is it? Who is it?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates. Bill Gates is the founder of the Microsoft. And do you know who is it? Do you know who
The
is
founder
it?
of Google.
Is Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is the very successful investor, and but they has been the most richest man in the world, but now they are not. Do you know who is the most richest man now? So today we will step into the world of a legendary investor, the Carl Slim Hello. Carl Slim Hello is the richest man now in the world with $59 billion. Replaced Bill Gates as the richest man in the world in 2008. And maybe the Carlos Slim Hello is the most richest man now, but maybe you have some question about him. Why he can be such a successful businessman and how he can do it. And with this question, maybe you can find the answer in the following statement about the accomplishment, about the background, about some interesting information. So now let's start with the background of Carlos. So there is three main points in my presentation today. The first main point is the background, the second main point is the accomplishment, and the final main point is some interesting information. So there is three period time of the Carlos' background. The first is the early life, and the rise to succeed. Final is the later life. And Carlos was born on January 28 in 1954 in Mexico City, and he has finished his professional study in the National Autonomous University in Mexico City, and his major is civil engineering. And what's more I want to say is he has 5 siblings in his family. Sibling mean the sister or the brother in his family. So he has 5 brothers and sisters in his family. He grew up in a very lovely, close family. And but unfortunately, his dad passed away in the 1959 because so it bring a very upset and unexpected influence to his family. Why? Because his father is the only financial support of his family. So, but what I want to say the next is the influence to Carlos from his father. His father named Julian Slim Harder. Julian Slim Harder was arrived in Mexico City when he was 14 years old, and Julian was a very successful businessman, and he and his older brother Jules begin their first business in Mexico City. They built up a dry goods. Do you know dry goods? Dry goods. The dry product, the dry food from the seafood. Yeah, the dry goods store named East Star. The star of the it. The star of the it accumulate a huge number of money for Carlos' family because of Julian's extraordinary talent of business management. And what I want to say is, his father gave a great influence to Carlos because his father's ideas of management. So maybe it built up the basis of his future success in business area. And in 1966, Carlos married with his wife. His wife is Somaya Domit Gemiro. It's difficult to speak the name. And to my opinion, Somaya is his true love. But why I talk about the true love? Maybe you can find the answer after the following statement. In the following statement, you can know why Somaya is his true love. And let's move to the right to succeed period. And in 1965, Carlos built up his first foundation named Group Castle. Castle, the name. The first three letter is get from Carlos' name, the first three letter, and the last two letter is get from the Somier. So the name is a combination of Carlos and Somier. And I have a question to ask about you. What do you think you are doing when you are 25 years old?
25 years old?
Yeah. If you are 25 years old, what you are doing, you think? Maybe you get married, or maybe you finding a job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe you are still studying for a master degree, and so on. But for Carlos, he has built up his foundation. He has begin his business, so I think it's very successful. And in 1990, the Carlos acquired 20% stock of the Telmex. Telmex is the biggest operator of the telescope in Mexico City, and the Telmex helped Carlos make a lot of money. So it helped him to become the richest man in the world. And let's move to the later life of Carlos. I have mentioned this. Carlos has been the richest man in the world in 2008, and what's more, he has become the most faster to earn the money per hour. Can you imagine how much he earned the money per hour? Can you imagine how much he earned the money per hour? Million? I told you the truth. He make money about $2 million per hour. Oh, it's so amazing. But if I can make $200 an hour, I will be very satisfied. So, and unfortunately, his wife passed away in the 1999, and Carlos has never married another woman until now. And let's move to the second main part, the main point, the accomplishment of Carlos. And the wealth, I have mentioned the Forbes list. The Forbes list is the most famous list of the richest men in the world, and Carlos has been the top one from 2010 to 2013, and he built up There is three main career about his business: the group castle, the American Moving, and the Telmex. The group castle is the group of numerous area companies such as the oil exports, such as the electric, such as the foods and any areas else. And Telmex, is the telecom operator in Mexico City. American Mobile is the telecom operator in America. Yeah. And Carlos is continue to expand his business area until now. He always acquired numerous sub-companies in different areas. And finally, I want to introduce some interesting information about Carlos. The first is the humanitarian activity, is the charity, the charity activities. And Carlos has built up 3 foundations for charity. So it cost him a lot of money, but he is a very kindly man and he focuses on charity very much. He built up 3 foundations. The first foundation is the Foundation Carlos Slim 8.C, is built on the 1986. The second foundation is the, may I write down in the board?
You need to.
Okay, I can write down in the board after the presentation. And the second foundation is the Telmex Foundation. Is founded in 1996. The second foundation is the Mexican City Historical Century Foundation. Is founded in 2002. What I want to make an introduction about his character and hobbies. Carlos is very good at mathematical, and I think did help him to make a sense of the calculating and help him to make a sense of management to manage the business. And what's more, he very like to collect the work of art. He always spend most of the money to make any type of the work of art. And from his friend's word, he is very low profile person. He didn't spend a lot of money for clothing, for car, for housing, and he is a very simple man. So to sum up, we make an introduction of Carlos Slim Haru, for his background, for his accomplishment, and for his some interesting information. And what's more I want to say is, I hope you can learn more about, you can get some useful information or get some inspiration from his experience, and maybe someday you can be a successful man too. So thank you for listening to my presentation. If you have some question about Carlos, you can ask me. I'm glad to answer you.